y'all, and welcome to Creators Gaming. Today we're going to be working on another piece of my dungeon. This is another piece of the XPS foam. As you can tell, I didn't finish the back side of it, only did the front side of it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it, and I'll show you how I made this. For this project, we are using XPS foam. I already pre-cut it because I figured you've already seen me cut quite a bit of foam. I figured I'd spare you for this week. Here I'm just trying to decide on which end I want to start with. I am going to draw it out 1 inch, which is the width of my ruler. And then I'm going to use a fabric cutter to make the lines even deeper because it doesn't go too deep and it gives it more definition, which is what I'm trying to go for on this. I'm going to do this vertically and horizontally. I don't think I'm going to make you sit here and watch me do every single line because that is boring. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead and you can enjoy the rest of the vid. Alright, with all the lines drawn in, I'm going to go ahead and texture my piece. I'm going to use a lava rock, although you can use a piece of aluminum foil or tin foil or however you want to pronounce that. But I'm using my lava rock because I like the indentations that it makes on this piece. And when I go in and do my wash later, it will kind of pull into those little divots right there and then it'll look even cooler. And not just that, but whenever you go through and you do your dry brushing later, it brings out different depths of your piece and it makes it look even cooler. At this point of the video, we're going to go ahead and pause it to let you know that you can become a Patreon or buy us a coffee. All proceeds do go towards buying more supplies and helping out the channel. Alright, I went ahead and base coated in a Mod Podge matte black, something that I got from Black Magic Crafts. And then my first dry brushing is going to be a brown oxide. It does go on kind of bright, just a reminder that it is an acrylic and they do get darker. So don't worry if you go a little too heavy-handed. I know I repeat this on every video, but it's true. Don't worry. And if it is too bright, you can go over and do a wash later, which I do intend on doing with this piece. You do want to cover this all over, including the sides. Now, I'm not going to show this on every coat of the dry brushing because it's kind of tedious. For the second half of the dry brushing, I'm going to go over it with a khaki color, and then I'm just going to lightly brush over it with this color. So it's kind of hard not to panic whenever you first start putting it on, but seriously, it dries so much darker, especially after we put the wash on. This is the same wash that we made during our DIY ship build from last week. If you need a refresher, it's just a little bit of ink and some water. It can be from your paint water. It doesn't really matter how clean it is. It just matters that it thins it out. This application, I am going a little heavy-handed on it because I want the ink wash to kind of go in those crevices and the dips to bring out more detail that I couldn't get just with the paintbrush. A nice tip that if you're impatient or if you just don't feel like doing a whole lot of fine detail with a paintbrush, I have no patience. So I am just going to do the wash and it does the work for me. So it's wonderful and I love how it turned out. Well, there you have it. Super easy, super quick dungeon tile. It didn't take hardly any time at all. Most of what we were waiting on was the drying time, and with it being winter, it is taking a little bit longer than normal. So if you liked the video, please hit the like, subscribe, share the channel. It helps out a whole lot, and I hope to see y'all again next week. Bye.